TB Sports 27, and we are on the final show before AEW WWE Forbidden Door, and we are going to kick off this show with a huge matchup. Now, you're looking at the background, you're looking at the matchup here. This is supposed to be Smackdown, and we're going to get to Smackdown in a little bit, but we just got done with Monday Night Raw. You can check that out in the archives. On Wednesday, it's AEW Dynamite before we get to Friday Night SmackDown. So if you guys watched NXT, you know we have coming up on SmackDown, and you guys are going to see it in this very stream. Darby Allin and Sting teaming up to take on The Rock and The Undertaker on SmackDown. A little Forbidden Door preview. Well, since AEW is invading the WWE, more so the original invaders, the NWO, is going to invade AEW Dynamite in a little Forbidden Door preview. And this is CM Punk stepping back into an AEW ring for the first time since Brawl Out occurred. You guys pumped up for this or what? And on the other side, it's a preview because it's Hangman Adam Page on the other side of the ring. Of course, that's what's going down at Forbidden Door. It's a little six-man tag team, little Anarchy in the Arena preview on one side. Hangman Adam Page, Will Ospreay, and Swerve Strickland on the other side. The NWO, CM Punk, Kevin Nash, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Shawn Michaels, as WWE invades AEW for the very first time. The entire Forbidden Door card, I'm going to run it down real quick one more time to get you pumped up. 13 matches. This is coming up, AEW, WWE Forbidden Door. 20-man, $200,000, $10,000 entry battle royal. 10 WWE superstars, 10 AEW superstars. WWE champion versus AEW champion. Gunther versus Samoa Joe. ECW champion versus TNT champion. Roman Reigns versus Mark Briscoe. Tag team champion versus tag team champions. NWO, Dolph Ziggler and Shawn Michaels versus FTR. Intercontinental champion versus international champion. Cody Rhodes versus Kazuchika Okada. United States champion versus continental champion. The Fiend versus Jon Moxley. Women's champion versus women's champion. Michin versus Tekla. Women's Tag Team Champion versus Women's Tag Team Champion. The Queens of Combat, Shayna Baszler, Roxanne Perez versus the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron. And in non-title action, Rhea Ripley versus Mercedes Moné. Darby Allin versus The Rock. That match is going to be an I Quit match. Yeah, that's right. The Rock, one of his most famous matches, the I Quit match. Darby Allin, plenty of those in his career. How about the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus the Judgment Day, Edge, Seth Rollins, and Damian Priest. NWO Black and White versus NWO Hulkamania versus the Death Riders. It's going to be Kevin Nash and Montez Ford versus, who is it going to be, Hulk Hogan? Is it going to be MJF, or is it going to be Las Vegas Langston for NWO Hulkamania versus the Death Riders, Pac and Cesaro? CM Punk versus Hangman Page one-on-one. Again, we talk about Brawl Out. We're going to see these two in just a couple of moments in an AEW ring go at it. But Punk and Hangman Adam Page, there is a lot of history between those two. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay will take on the Usos, and the dream match will finally happen. Sting versus The Undertaker. 13 matches at AEW Forbidden Door. 3 matches will take place on our Patreon 0-hour Sunday Night Heat bonus show. So make sure to go to patreon.com/TVSports27. Help support the channel. Get 3 of those bonus matches. I haven't announced which ones they're going to be. Maybe stay tuned for Twitter to that. I'll announce that over there. But 3 matches coming up on Patreon. And then it's going to be a 2-part stream. 5 matches on one part, 5 matches on the second part, for a grand total of 13 matches to see who wins the inaugural AEW WWE Forbidden Door. For those of you that have been a part of our channel for a long time, you know we've done the G1 Supercard in the past where it was WWE versus New Japan. We will be doing that. I'm thinking about every other year we do WWE New Japan and then WWE AEW. We've done WWE New Japan the last 2 seasons. It's time for the first Forbidden Door here as Shawn Michaels, one half of the tag team champions. So Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels will step into an AEW ring tonight for the very first time. This is the one and only match, by the way, of AEW Dynamite. And I do not know why Will Ospreay has a towel among his head. Maybe I got to find a different creator wrestler or something. But we're just going to have to watch with that and deal with it, as it were. So it's WWE in an AEW ring. CM Punk stepping back into an AEW ring for the first time, as we mentioned, since Brawl Out. And we are going to get the second half of this coming up later on in this very broadcast, because this is the Smackdown broadcast. You're going to get 4 matches on Smackdown before we head off to ECW One Night Stand, which is a Twitch Patreon exclusive. And that is going to be Darby Allin and Sting versus The Undertaker and The Rock. And you see, how about this? Will Ospreay and Shawn Michaels. Tell me that's not a dream match right there on the outside of the ring? That is incredible. Ospreay going into the ring. This is a bit of an Anarchy in the Arena match as well. This is AEW, so you know the rule book kind of flies right out the door. This is NWO versus, what, AEW All-Stars here? And Will Ospreay with a weird towel. I got to either edit or find another creator wrestler for Ospreay. It didn't look like that when I downloaded him. I don't know why he's like that. Or if it's just a classic 2K glitch, but I'll have to go find another one. But yeah, Nash and Shawn Michaels for the first time here in an AEW ring, and CM Punk, of course, not getting a warm reception here. Not the fan favorite when, as far as AEW fans are concerned, the way he left. But that is why he's having the match with Hangman Page and kind of bearing the lead a little bit. But we're seeing, for a moment, we saw Punk mix it up with Hangman Adam Page, and now Adam Page and Shawn Michaels going on. Meanwhile, quick cover there from Shane Strickland, and Swerve nearly got the pinfall over CM Punk, and it is 3 on 1 right now. Ospreay, Strickland, and Page. For a moment, Page did roll out of the ring, and now CM Punk finds himself 2 on 1. Look at Punk there, and oh, what a drop kick! Flying drop kick springboard off the ropes by Shane Strickland. Unreal. We are streaming this on a Tuesday with you guys, so happy Tuesday. We're probably going to miss a little bit of NXT, but we'll get caught up on it. Make sure your DVRs are running. All that fun stuff. CM Punk with the Singapore cane, the kendo stick. As I said, this is a classic AEW, little Anarchy in the Arena here as well. Oh, what a shot by Nash. Kevin Nash with Ospreay. Meanwhile, we got Hangman Page and Punk we had for a moment there. And Shawn Michaels and Swerve Strickland. Again, it's going to be NWO versus Death Riders at Forbidden Door. Punk will take on Hangman Adam Page. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland will take on the Usos. I mean, it is a full card of dream matches coming up at WWE AEW Forbidden Door, and we're kicking it off here, previewing with the WWE invasion of AEW Dynamite, but we also have the AEW invasion on Smackdown coming up, where Will Ospreay and Sting, wait a minute, Darby Allin and Sting will take on The Undertaker and The Rock. And that is coming up right after this matchup. This is just a special bonus that we gave you guys because, like I said, Wednesday Dynamite comes before Smackdown on Friday. And if we're going to have the WWE visit from AEW, then we have to have an AEW visit from WWE here. Adam Page, quick roll up there. He's got Michaels. Cover. Nearly had him. Will Ospreay knocking the big man off of his feet. Springboard by Ospreay onto Kevin Nash. AEW in control of the NWO. We said the original invaders here. NWO invading Dynamite. Look at this. Oh my God, the Styles Clash on Kevin Nash. How is that even possible? How is that possible? Ospreay nearly getting the 3 count over 7 foot tall of Kevin Nash. Ospreay heads to the top. You got Punk right there, and Punk, I'm not sure who got the worst of that one. Tossing down Will Ospreay, and Ospreay, power boy. AEW fans, they would not be happy if CM Punk returns and got a pinfall victory in a Dynamite ring. Ospreay, nice, is able to get a shot in on Punk. Michaels with the moonsault, and CM Punk hits the GTS on Will Ospreay on an AEW ring. Here comes the Hangman, and a kick out. Hangman didn't get there in time, but Ospreay able to kick out. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my goodness, this was just a preview of a 13-match card coming up at WWE AEW Forbidden Door. Cover by Swerve, and it's broken up by big sexy Kevin Nash. Meanwhile, Nash jackknife powerbomb onto Swerve Strickland. Oh, and Nash could not put Swerve away. The kick out. Nash has another jackknife, this time to Hangman Adam Page. Oh, I bet you know Punk would love to get that pinfall win over the Hangman. We got to get a Shawn Michaels Will Ospreay match at some point. You talk about dream matches, that's one. Maybe Forbidden Door 2, we can do that. Look at Ospreay. Oh my goodness, powerbomb on the floor to Michaels. CM Punk just crushing the masked man. I don't know why he's got a mask on. You gotta ask 2K or whoever made this. This is the highest rated Will Ospreay. I don't know why he's coming out with the mask. And oh my goodness! Punk from the top, wiping out Ospreay, and we're down to Swerve and Nash in the ring. Ospreay somehow back up to his feet. Look at Will Ospreay. Absolutely unreal, and Shawn Michaels right now in about the worst position you can be in. Oh, wait a minute, Ospreay, he accidentally got caught. Don't you hate that when you accidentally catch your partner with the finishing move? Sweet chin music by Shawn Michaels. We still have a whole episode of Smackdown to go. I can't get too excited here. Oh my goodness, hit the subscribe button. Are you loving this match? Are you loving the action here? AEW, WWE Forbidden Door, Ospreay, or Swerve rather. Swerve on the other side of the ring, hits the double stomp. Getting my tag team partners mixed up here. There's too much excitement going on.
Point outside. What's he got planned here?
We're down to Ospreay and Punk in the ring. Michaels seeing that. I was say Michaels maybe. Oh, look at Nash with the step. There's the big elbow drop. And the cover. And Will Ospreay has kicked out once again. Will Ospreay and Michaels. And we're going to get a little bit of the dream match here. Ospreay caught by Michaels. Huge clothesline onto the aerial assassin. Rolled up by Ospreay. Michaels kicks out. Ooh, what a sidestep by Michaels. Meanwhile, outside of the ring. Oh, how about that hit? How about that shot by the Hangman, Adam Page? Meanwhile, it is going to be the Storm Breaker onto Michaels. Punk trying to get back in the ring, and he's going to break it up.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Punk, go to sleep.
But can Punk close?
Sweet chin music. Punk bumped into Ospreay, which forced the distraction. Shawn Michaels hits the sweet chin music. It is a GTS on the AEW All-Stars. And the NWO has defeated AEW. CM Punk, it was a double pin, but CM Punk and the fans, they look happy, but they are not happy. CM Punk steps back into an AEW ring. And it was his movement. I mean, it was Will Ospreay was getting ready to put away Shawn Michaels. Punk ran Hangman Page into them. Shawn Michaels was able to hit the super kick onto Will Ospreay. And then Punk hit the GTS, gets the pin. And the NWO has successfully invaded AEW. Now we are going to jump into Universe Mode. That was just a little pit stop, a little bonus match on the way to Universe Mode. Right now, we're going to get ready for Smackdown. And this is going to be a two-parter because this is also ECW One Night Stand night. So we're only going to do Smackdown here tonight. I'm going to say probably this Saturday, be on the lookout. I'll try to make an announcement on Twitter, but we will do ECW One Night Stand, which is exclusively streamed on Twitch, and then we will upload the VOD to our Patreon page. So make sure you're subscribed to Twitch and make sure you're signed up to Patreon to catch all of the action. But you can see the card. We'll flow through it real quick, but that is the big main event that you guys are waiting for. As we said, it's kind of a smaller show, because that's how we set up the ECW One Night Stands, that we do the first half as part of SmackDown, and then we do the second half ECW One Night Stand. I may split those up going forward. I kind of have some plans coming up for the second half of the year. And but for now, here comes NWO Hulkamania as we kick off the final SmackDown before WWE AEW Forbidden Door, led out by Hollywood Hogan, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, who I have to remind you is not under a WWE contract, and Vince Russo. I mean, we talked about it on Raw. We've talked about it when Big E made this change. He was the third man in this picture before Vince Russo came over. And we understand there's going to be a fourth man, I guess technically a fifth man, added to this group at some point in time. This is all the doing of our boss, Kevin Owens, the owner of the WWE, who gave Hollywood Hogan this ironclad contract in an attempt to get rid of NWO Black and White, who we just saw representing the WWE, mind you, in a beautiful way by picking up a victory on AEW Dynamite. But you talk about maybe three of the scummiest people in the history of pro wrestling, that being the dastardly Hollywood Hulk Hogan, MJF, and Vince Russo, forming this group, and then Big E, one of the most beloved wrestlers in the history of pro wrestling, turning his back on the fans, turning his back on the brothers in the New Day, now known as Las Vegas Langston, joining up with this NWO Hulkamania, the black and the yellow. Absolutely disgusting. And Diamond Dallas Page, who is no stranger to Hollywood Hogan and the NWO, of course, very famous rivalry and feud back in WCW. And that's why he is stepping into the ring here. One-on-one kicking off SmackDown here, the final SmackDown before WWE AEW Forbidden Door. It's Las Vegas Langston one-on-one with Diamond Dallas Page. Main event, if you guys are watching, I see the numbers going up. I don't see too many of you chatting. If you want to chat along, we'll chat with you as we're streaming. Please do. We're very interactive here on TV Sports, but our main event still to come, Darby Allin and Sting. That's right, AEW's Darby Allin and Sting. Sting stepping back into a WWE ring for the first time since the Night of Champions, where his career came to a close in WWE at the hands of Seth Rollins. And they're going to be going up against The Undertaker and The Rock. That is your main event still to come here on SmackDown. On a double dose here. The first half SmackDown, ECW One Night Stand coming up this weekend, and then AEW, WWE Forbidden Door. TV Sports heating up, guys. If you want to see us stream more, do some more commentary with you, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Patreon. Check out our Ko-Fi links, our Streamlab links down below. They're all /TV Sports, Ko-Fi.com/TV Sports. Streamlabs.com/tvsports and patreon.com/tvsports27. They're all 27, by the way, TV Sports 27. I've been thinking about getting back into some baseball and hockey, which I have not played in a long time. This channel has mostly been football and wrestling. And I've been thinking about getting back into baseball and hockey, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Maybe this isn't the place to jump into this in a WWE stream, but I'm thinking about doing a full season, and I don't know if that'll be possible. It's going to be hard with 82 games with hockey, 162 with baseball. When I kind of broke it down, you know, I do 4 seasons of NFL, and that's 20 games each. That's 80s, so it's obviously going to be a lot longer to do a full season. I also don't know if I'd buy any of the newer games. I thought about picking up one of the newer NHL games because I have NHL 21, but then I got to YouTubing it, and it was crazy because NHL 21, 22, 23 all look exactly the same score bug, no changes. It's like, really? And then 24, 25, and 26 for NHL. Again, I think the scoreboard is way uglier. And again, it looks exactly the same. The only difference in the new game is you'd have the Mammoth, which is obviously the new team. Same thing for the show. Everything looks exactly the same in the show. So I don't know if I'll pick up new games or what, but you guys want to see baseball? Do you want to see hockey back on the channel? Let me know. And again, those might be more casual streams. That might lend it to not doing as much live commentary, but we typically in the past have done those where we sim at least half the season, baseball more than half the season. But I'm thinking about maybe just making it a casual thing, and maybe we only get to do 1 season, maybe we only get to do 2 seasons. But maybe it'd be kind of interesting if we could do a full... look at this. Meanwhile, we're about to get a count out here as I'm yapping, as this is going to be a double count out. And that was DDP. I don't know what he was up about on the outside of the ring. Disappointing for the fans here, but DDP, I don't know whether he just wanted to get Las Vegas Langston and get some kind of L in the loss column, but it is going to be a double count out, and I wonder if we're going to get a any kind of return action on that one. So Las Vegas Langston, DDP will end in double count out fashion here on SmackDown. But yes, do you want to see me attempt a full 162 game season on baseball, a full 82? Now, hockey would be a little easier because hockey games, because they're so low scoring, you can pretty much do a hockey game in 30 minutes, which means doing an 82 game season would be just playing 40 games if I did 2 games per stream, which would be the equivalent of 2 NFL seasons, so it's not that bad. For baseball, if I did 162 divided by 20 games, that would be the equivalent of 8 NFL seasons, so, which we've done before. We've done 15 seasons in NFL, so that would basically be just doing 2 baseball seasons. Is that something you guys would want to see? Let me know. One thing I might do with that is put quick counts on. Still do 9 innings, but try to just make the games go a little faster if possible. So, but I'm really thinking about doing it. I have MLB. I have the one that, who's on the Cubs players on the cover. I think it's 21. Javi Baez. So that one, and then whatever NHL. Maybe it is 22 that has Ovechkin on the cover. So I'm open to doing the new game. I'll look and see if they're on sale or if any of the older versions are on sale. But considering that I looked at the videos and I was disappointed in how much the games looked exactly like they did of the versions I already have, it's like, why am I going to spend $50 for a roster update? I realize there's 5 years in between when the game looks the same, but let me know in the comments. This is an interesting matchup. Triple threat match here on SmackDown. And these are all guys that, since Kevin Owens has been taken out of the picture by The Undertaker, have been gunning for Gunther, the WWE Champion. Now, Sami Zayn, of course, he was the finalist in the King of the Ring and was mysteriously taken out of that King of the Ring final and replaced with our boss, Kevin Owens, who in turn would go on to lose to The Rock. That took Sami Zayn his championship opportunity at SummerSlam away. We have Austin Theory, who has been feuding with Gunther, not as successful as he was when he was the U.S. champion, but he's definitely been getting under Gunther's skin. And Mustafa Ali, who was the former WWE champion, he won in the main event of WrestleMania, defeating Kevin Owens, unifying the World Heavyweight Championship with the WWE Championship. Basically a triple crown, the WWE Triple Crown, which we haven't really been calling it that, but it is the WWE Universal and World Heavyweight titles combined into one. Mustafa Ali defeated Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, lost his championship in a triple threat matchup at Backlash to CM Punk, and Ali has never been given another title shot again, and that's because Kevin Owens does not like Mustafa Ali because of what happened with Retribution all of last season in Universe mode. So all these guys staking a claim. Not only that, but CM Punk has been in this mix as well because he lost his title to Gunther at NWO Sold Out, and he has not been given an opportunity. Gunther has been tired of hearing from all these guys, so it's going to be very interesting when we get past, and a low blow, completely legal in a triple threat. It's going to be very interesting when we get on the other side of WWE AEW Forbidden Door, where we know it's Samoa Joe and Gunther in a WWE versus AEW Champions match. It'll be interesting to see how Gunther handles having these multiple challengers. I mean, he's done a pretty good job already, kind of, keeping Austin Theory in check, I would say. But an opportunity for Theory here to maybe get a win and put his name back into that discussion with Gunther in this triple threat matchup. And, with Paul Heyman kind of running things while Kevin Owens is out. Again, he got taken out in the casket match. The hands of the Undertaker. Gives an opportunity for guys like Mustafa Ali, and you guys know that CM Punk as well is a Paul Heyman guy. Oh, we got feet on the ropes here by Austin Theory. And that one broken up by Sami Zayn. Ooh, big chop by Zayn. Oh my goodness, look at Zayn, uppercut there, rocking Austin Theory, and Frankensteiner hit by Ali. Ooh, and Theory was going for a knockout punch. Meanwhile, the former multiple-time WWE champion, Mustafa Ali, now in control here. Wow, huge neck breaker by Austin Theory. Theory runs into a boot by Zayn. Look at Sami Zayn. That is unbelievable.
His adrenaline is pumping right now.
Oh, Zayn. Get on your feet, everybody. Sami Zayn. Oh, and it gets stopped. Stopped. I can't get my words. He gets stopped by Mustafa Ali. Ooh, and of course you see Gigi Dolan, the manager of Austin Theory, trying to run it back to their Evolve days. Theory, wait a minute, he's got Zayn. They call it a knee brainbuster. I know it is the Ushigoroshi. Austin Theory had control of this one for a moment. What a miss by Mustafa Ali. Zayn. Blue Thunder Bomb onto Mustafa Ali. Broken up by Austin Theory. Shot into the ropes. Haluva kick. Haluva kick to Austin Theory. That was a very slow count by the referee. My goodness. That nearly was going to eliminate Austin Theory from championship contention if he had taken that loss. DDT by Ali. Counter by Theory. Nice Hurricane Rana. Clothesline by Zayn.
Staggering back up, maybe to a foregone conclusion.
Caught by Austin Theory. Huge slam. He's got a huge advantage right now. A-Town down. Ali very far away. And a kick out by Sami Zayn. Remember, coming up this weekend, ECW One Night Stand. It's an open fight night card featuring superstars from WWE, NXT. It could even feature folks from AEW. You never know. Anybody can call out anybody. There is no predetermined card. You have to tune in to see who calls out who. We've seen shocking moments in the past. We've seen title changes at ECW One Night Stand. We saw the return of Ken Shamrock joining with the D'Angelo family on ECW One Night Stand. The only thing we know for sure is Roman Reigns will be defending the ECW Championship, which means the winner of that match potentially could take the spot of Roman Reigns and challenge Mark Briscoe in the ECW versus TNT Championship matchup. Be sure to join us this weekend. It's a Twitch exclusive, and the VOD will be uploaded to Patreon as, oh, Austin Theory. The frustration is growing right now. Gigi Dolan saying, okay, get the Singapore cane at this point. Oh, yeah, she's oh, well, she thought that was going to be the golden ticket to this one. Doesn't look like that's the case.
Oh, my God, look at this. They're setting him up. Double suplex. What a devastating maneuver.
ECW. Oh, someone just texted some Max Crosby is not a Raven. What the heck just happened? Crosby out? Covered by Zayn. We're going to have to look up the Max. This is breaking news on TV Sports. We're going to have to look up the Max Crosby situation here. Well, we got blood in the triple threat. You're looking at the next possible challengers. One of these three men and what a matchup. You see the Peanut Gallery is giving it 4 stars. One, apparently it's not known why. My sources say we don't know why. One of these three men possibly could be challenging Gunther for the WWE Championship coming up at Bad Blood in the month of October. Nicely done by Mustafa Ali, who desperately wants back his WWE Championship. He wants to main event another WrestleMania. He's been featured in the main event of the past 2 WrestleManias, headlined last year's with the match with Kevin Owens. Cover broken up by Zayn. Into the buckle. Ooh, elbow by Zayn. Axe to the back. And the kendo stick to the back of one Austin Theory. That might have been a little thumb to the eye by Theory. Sami Zayn countered Theory. We got more bloodshed in this one. And that might just do it for Austin Theory's title hopes. He's been talking about deserving the title, and rightfully so after the run he had with the United States Championship. But since he's aligned with Gigi Dolan here, the wins have not been coming for Austin Theory. And I don't know how much of a say Austin Theory might have as we head into Bad Blood. But Sami Zayn picking up a major win, and he continues to climb up the ranks. Think about where Zayn was when we started Universe Mode a couple of years ago. We introduced him when we had our ECW brand. He was the TV champ for a while. And then he got into this dark path, the conspiracy theory and all this stuff that he was on, that he did for a while. And then broke away from that. He was with Kevin Owens, the Empire, the Heyman Empire. And that has led to this Sami Zayn, where he's starting to get the fans behind him a little bit more. We head into our semi-main event. It's going to be a good one. It is going to be the United States Champion versus the Intercontinental Champion. A very rare champion versus champion matchup. And it's Bray Wyatt, who's technically not the U.S. champion. That would be The Fiend. And if you're to be believed, Bray Wyatt, you know, he's many times said, I'm not The Fiend. That is not me. One thing that's interesting, you know, in real life, it was the Firefly Funhouse Bray that was The Fiend. In our world, it's always been the Buzzards, Follow the Buzzards Bray, who turned into The Fiend. But The Fiend, technically the U.S. champ, scheduled to take on Jon Moxley in a U.S. champion versus Continental champion match. And how about the Intercontinental versus International matchup coming up? Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental champion, part of Evolution Legacy, will be taking on the International champion, Kazuchika Okada. Most of you seem to like Rhodes. I threw it out there. I said, would you guys, because it's kind of interchangeable, Intercontinental versus Continental, or International versus Intercontinental. Both, you know, you get both words, both sides. So it could have been The Fiend versus Kazuchika Okada, which would have been very interesting, and Cody Rhodes versus Jon Moxley. But I think people maybe thought that was too much of like an AEW matchup, where Cody and Okada, we only got one time in one of those New Japan US shows. So people kind of like that. Main event still coming up here, by the way. That is coming up in just a couple of moments, as Sting will step back in. I think it's Sting's first ever matchup on a Smackdown, by the way. But he will step into a WWE ring, trying to pick up his second win in a WWE ring as he teams up with Darby Allin. And they're going to go up against The Rock and The Undertaker. But right now, champion versus champion. And a quick cover by the United States champion there onto the IC champ. Now, is this a no disqualification match? I don't think it is, but Bray Wyatt seemingly snapped. Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu, who lost his championship to The Fiend. Oh, this is no DQ apparently. Paul Heyman has made it a no DQ match. I was not aware this was no DQ, but Jacob Fatu comes in to get a couple shots on the man that took the title from him. What just happened? Well, this is a hardcore kind of evening here.
Having trouble making it to a vertical base, and it looks like it's
I was not aware. Apparently, Paul Heyman getting ready for ECW One Night Stand, throwing the rule book out here. We had the triple threat earlier, the sticks being broken. He's hearing from his Fireflies right now. The United States champ. Bray sending Cody into the corner.
Right to the throat. And the squared circle has been transformed into
dancing with Cody. And the Intercontinental champ is hit with a Sister Abigail. And maybe he's got one more in store. The mandible claw locked in. Is the referee going to call this one? I thought he was for a moment. I thought he was going to call it. Cody fights out of it. Cody and Bray trading shots. Oh, look at Bray staying right here.
This is a war of attrition with neither both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
What a battle. Double champions match. Either a genius move or, I don't know, you putting your two champs in the ring before they got their matches with Okada and Moxley, but a great warm-up as well. And Bray Wyatt kicks out of the Crossroads.
But that man is not human. Disbelief on the face of the American Nightmare. What's he going to have to do to put this away? Returning to the ring now.
Is this ECW or is this Smackdown? I mean, Bray's covered in blood. We've seen a lot of bloodshed here tonight.
No control here. Wyatt is finding no salvation here.
Who's going to get the upper hand heading into their champion versus champion match? A champion versus champion preview as Cody hits a second crossroads and Bray powers out. That's what Jon Moxley's going to have to deal with. Not just Bray, he's got to deal with the Fiend coming up at Forbidden Door. Cody, springboard, hits it perfectly executed right between the eyes. And that was the knockout shot from Cody Rhodes. So again, technically it wasn't the Fiend that lost. It's going to be the Fiend versus Jon Moxley. U.S. champion versus Continental champion. And that man, the Intercontinental champion versus the International champion, Cody Rhodes versus Kazuchika Okada, WWE versus AEW Forbidden Door. And, more of this situation with Jacob Fatu and Bray Wyatt. We got to get a blow-off between these two at some point. But, folks, this is what you've tuned in for. You have been waiting for a very long time. How long have we been going for? We've been going for 41 minutes. This is what you've all tuned in for. The main event here. Darby Allin and Sting versus The Rock and Undertaker. Another preview for Forbidden Door. It's going to be Darby Allin versus The Rock in an I Quit match. And it's going to be Sting versus The Undertaker. The dream match is finally going to happen. The Rock, famous I Quit match with Mankind at the Royal Rumble. Darby Allin, he's been in his fair share of hardcore matches. Undertaker versus Sting. And I'm sure there's going to be more stipulations as well that have not been announced yet. Roman and Mark Briscoe, you got the ECW champion. There's got to be something on the line in that one. Punk versus Hangman Page. There's no way that one stays civil. There's got to be something added to that match. So stay tuned. Moxley and the Fiend. You think that one can't have a stipulation? Come on. Apparently the Ravens backed out of the Max Crosby deal. Folks are saying he didn't pass his physical. Wow, and the Ravens backed out. How about that? Max Crosby. Well, send him to Denver.
Is here. These days, Rock is more than great. We are looking at the final boss. Maybe the most
Here comes The Rock. Yeah, I know you guys are anxious to get into it. The man's got like a 5-minute entrance in this game. And it's very interesting to see The Rock and The Undertaker, because over the years, these men, they've been at it. You talk about the Attitude Era right into the Ruthless Aggression Era. These two had never been on the same page. I think the only time they're on the same page is in a similar invasion situation where it was WWE versus WCW, and it was Rock and The Undertaker teaming up in 2001 at Survivor Series. That was really the only other time I've seen The Rock and The Undertaker on the same page. We saw AEW All-Stars earlier. This is WWE All-Stars. Rock and Undertaker against Darby Allin and Sting. It's Undertaker versus Sting. It's Darby Allin versus The Rock. I Quit match at AEW Forbidden Door.
Some would say the superstar thinks a little too much
and there is
this is a serious
Sting.
For any title. They need to loosen up, have a little fun.
Back in the WWE for the first time. And what has it been, like 10 years? The icon himself, representing All Elite Wrestling. And he is back in a WWE arena. He will do battle one-on-one with The Undertaker at Forbidden Door.
The WWE Universe just exploded!
And making his WWE in-ring debut, Darby Allin, who will be going one-on-one with The Rock at Forbidden Door.
The WWE Universe already reaching a fever pitch upon their arrival, and we are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
You guys ready? I know you're anxious for it. Here we go. Who's going to start this one off? It's going to be Sting and The Rock. Are you kidding me? How about a second dream match? Oh, what a drop kick by The Rock.
Highly competitive tag team division in WWE.
There was a debate of which Sting to go with. I have two versions of Sting. His WCW look. You know, the 90s look. But since this is AEW Sting, I wanted to have AEW Sting represented here. So no matter which version of Sting you get, always the best. But you're getting Sting and The Rock right now. Come on. Meanwhile, The Rock's in complete control of the Icon. Cover here early on. And a kick out by the Icon. And now we're going to get to see it. Undertaker versus Sting. The preview. The dream match everyone has been waiting for before Forbidden Door. And we head to the outside of the ring. Sting has not been able to get out of first gear just yet in this one.
Oh, God. He got nailed by that last attack.
Big leg drop by The Undertaker. Sting's going to be desperate to tag out to Darby Allin at some point here.
And now thrown back into the ring.
WWE in complete control here.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
There we go. There's some odd. Well, I don't know. Who am I cheering for? I should be cheering for WWE. This is a WWE show, by the way. But you also just want to see these legends going at it. And it's just a treat to see Sting in there with The Undertaker, with The Rock, and the pile driver hit onto The Undertaker. And we are going to get to see Darby Allin mix it up with the Dead Man. Undertaker's seen a lot of guys in his career. I'm not sure if he's ever seen anybody quite like a Darby Allin. This is a guy that loves caskets and coffins and chaos as much as the Dead Man himself. And there's obviously a huge size discrepancy between these two. But Darby Allin keeping it moving quick, and he knocks The Undertaker off his feet. Undertaker looking to tag out to The Rock, and the cover. And a kick out by The Undertaker. And Darby Allin remaining in control here. And now we get another Forbidden Door preview as Darby Allin and The Rock will mix it up here. Ooh, vicious kick to the back of the spine. Stomping away now at the arm of Darby Allin.
Letting him get to a standing base. Moments away.
Rock going high flying here. Oh, and Darby sidesteps. Caught by The Rock. Was that low? Might have been. Feet on the ropes. Oh, if that's how this one would have ended, that would have been very disappointing. Shot off into the buckle. Tag into the Dead Man. Ooh. Wicked shot onto Darby Allin. Darby reverses again. Scorpion death drop onto The Undertaker. And back in comes Sting. Sting caught his second wind, and he's ready. And this is the match you're going to get at Forbidden Door. Sting and The Undertaker. A second pile driver in this matchup to The Undertaker.
Damaging pile drivers can be, and that one looked particularly painful. Fired hard into the corner. Shoulder down. Can he recover?
Throws Taker into the corner. Cover.
His shoulder up before the count.
These men knew this match was going
Kick
to
out.
be hard fought.
Ooh, what a shot. Big, that kneecap right to the skull and a big boot. The Undertaker onto Sting.
The Rock tagged in.
Sting knocked out to the floor. He's feeling it right now. Here comes The Rock. Sting will meet him, though. Sting meets The Rock. Into the corner. Into the corner of the arena. Sting is a brawler now. Go back and look at some of his matches in TNA. Sting would brawl around the arena with the best of them.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now. Oh, man.
Sting saw that count out earlier. Doesn't want to get hit with a second one. Catches The Rock. And wait a minute. Scorpion Death Drop onto The Rock. Scorpion Death Drop has been hit. The Undertaker comes in. Breaks this one up. Is he going to get The Rock to say, I quit? Just days before Darby Allin and The Rock battle in the I Quit match. Sting. Oh, and it's going to be countered by The Rock. The Rock. Rock bottom on Sting into the cover. And it's broken up by Darby Allin. And now Sting. Desperation time. He's got to tag out here. He's got his Forbidden Door opponent looking his way. And Sting is in a bad, bad way right now. From the top, choke slam. And the Icon has kicked out. Sting has kicked out from the top. Turnbuckle choke slam. Are you kidding me right now? Sting. Back into this one.
Right to the face. Right to the back of the neck. And again. Enough.
Oh my God. Knocking the Undertaker down to size. Here comes Darby Allin. I mean, Darby wanted to go high risk. Sting says, you got to get ready for Forbidden Door. Sting trying to be the wise elder here to Darby Allin, saying, let's not do this before Forbidden Door. But Darby is going to go high risk. Oh, and he misses. Wait a minute. He pulled a little Undertaker right there. Are you kidding me? Holy smokes. Rock is back in, and we got Rock and Darby.
These attacks are chipping away at him. The Rock with a great counter.
Nicely done by The Rock. You feel like we're getting to the peak of this one here on SmackDown, and we still have ECW One Night Stand we're going to do for you this weekend. Allin still using that quickness. Oh my God, rocking The Rock. Oh, he's got The Rock staggered right now. He's got the People's Champion staggered. Remember, it's I Quit rules. Oh my goodness, The Rock. The jaw jacked by The Rock.
Keeps his team in this one.
Undertaker breaks it up. Rock. And Darby Allin. Coffin drop onto the People's Champ. Oh my goodness. I thought Darby Allin had it. I thought Darby Allin was about to pin The Rock. Listen to the people. We got Sting and The Rock in the ring now. Rock counters. Looking for a rock bottom of some. Oh, maybe no. The Sting fights out of it. Sting. Oh my God, both these guys. I mean, these are two of the best who have ever done it. Trading blows here in the center of the ring. Everyone's talking about Undertaker versus Sting, but Rock versus Sting. That's just as big as a dream match. And now the Undertaker is tagged back in. The match that you're going to get at Forbidden Door. Just days away. Undertaker just ripping the socket of Sting.
Right to the knee. Undertaker now to secure the victory.
Cover.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Sting,
and avoids taking any damage.
you talk about a man that's been through a lot in his career, the athleticism to roll out of the move from The Undertaker to avoid the kick. Oh, Undertaker reversed. I think Sting was looking for a stinger splash, but The Undertaker is gonna hit the tombstone pile driver, possibly feet in the ropes. Darby Allin breaks it up, and The Undertaker with a couple of parting shots for Allin to the floor. Sting knocks down The Undertaker. Oh, are you kidding me right now at this matchup? Sting and Undertaker.
And The Undertaker just got rocked there. It's not every day you see
Splash from the Icon. Who is going to come away with this one? And it's a kick out from The Undertaker.
To put him away.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Camel clutches it.
Submission locked in.
There's no way on this earth. And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his
Sting
plan was just to
drops it. I think he wants to put him away with the Scorpion. He wants to put him away with the Scorpion death drop. Just days before Forbidden Door, but it's not going to happen as The Undertaker fights out of it.
That'll jam your tailbone.
Undertaker wrenching the
Well, Sting knows about old school. He's from the old school, but he's going to taste a little bit of old school right now.
Tag made.
And Taker tags back in The Rock. And in comes Darby Allin. And it's Allin and The Rock.
And The Rock
One more time. But Sting is out of it. Undertaker's out of it.
as much as you can.
Darby nearly had The Rock pinned earlier with the coffin drop.
To the stomach.
Oh, what is this? Look at Darby. Oh my God.
Oh, stop after stop after stop.
What the hell was that?
put The Rock away for good.
Is that gonna be enough to pin the People's Champ? No.
I am in shock. What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Oh, what a shot. What a shot by The Rock.
Belly to belly. The Undertaker is tagged
Rock
in.
head back to the dead man to possibly finish off Darby Allin. Allin ducks under. No, Undertaker.
I don't want to go on this trip, guys, but you might have to because
It's going to be a last ride for Darby Allin.
and stopping the pin there.
But Sting is in there to break it up. But you know The Undertaker's got a few moves left
Dead man lining up his
in his
next
arsenal.
moments away. Their time has arrived to rest in peace.
And I think that is about it for one Darby Allin.
Just turned his lights out.
And
Is
what's
it
been
enough?
a
Is this
hell.
the end? Oh my God! Did you see that? Kick out at one.
Darby Allin just kicked out. Are you absolutely kidding me?
I think the Undertaker might be happy about that kick out. He has dished out a beating.
That's one of the greatest matches in Smackdown history we are seeing right now.
It's pandemonium, Cole.
Sting has been tagged in.
Sheesh, a painful looking shot.
It's a Scorpion death drop on to The Undertaker.
Makes the save, and they continue this match. Undertaker's lost all power. The dead man is
The Rock broke that one up. Scorpion Deathlock is applied to the dead man. The Deathlock on the dead man. Are you kidding me? The Undertaker, are you kidding me? Undertaker. Last ride. No. Alley-oop.
He tags in his partner.
Got drilled with a devastating. It looks like he could get it done here.
The Rock. Is he going to come in?
Yeah,
No.
To get the three.
And the match continues.
How much is it worth to continue through the agony? It's obviously worth
What's going to be
everything.
left of these four at Forbidden Door? Oh, that shot by The Undertaker, that might have just put Sting out. The shot by The Undertaker might have just put away No.
Avoiding damage. Undertaker saw it coming.
Look at the bruising of The Undertaker.
Finish this now.
Tombstone onto Sting.
Taker's about to end another fight. Oh, the save.
Darby Allin for the save.
And makes the tag to their partner.
Can The Rock finish this off? Sting is about done right now. Rock was going to go for his own sharpshooter, very reminiscent of the Scorpion. Clothesline by The Rock. Roll up by Sting. Are you kidding me right now with this matchup? Oh my God, and Sting, I thought he was going to get it. I thought Sting had it. Rock, The Rock hits the rock bottom out of nowhere.
Picture perfect from The Rock. Shoulders are down.
And that is going to do it. That was probably one of the greatest matches in SmackDown history, folks. The Rock puts away Sting. The win-loss record for Sting in the WWE continues in the negatives, but a hell of a match. And WWE heads into Forbidden Door with a 2-0 advantage in matches over AEW. Folks, Forbidden Door coming up, but before then, join us twitch.tv/TBSports27, patreon.com/TBSports27 for ECW One Night Stand, Open Fight Night card, and then 3 bonus matches of the 13-match card that we read for you is going to be the Sunday Night Heat 0 Hour. It's going to be the same thing, a Twitch-exclusive Patreon VOD. So make sure to join us over there the next couple of days for the 0 Hour and for ECW One Night Stand before we get ready for WWE, AEW, Forbidden Door. We'll see you later, guys. Thanks for tuning in.